If you want to have labs at your house without using electricity, the microbial home by Philips will help you with this. Or if you want to see how tissues mature as they grow, see experiments related to those on the circadian rhythm. But if you just want to see how aliens look in space, use the chemical laptop by NASA. You can do all this and much more using fluorescent protein and CaMPARI. Pretty interesting, huh? So let's start with the microbial home by Philips. It is a custom home design that views the home as a biological machine to filter, process, and recycle what we conventionally think of as waste, but we're interested in the biolife. Biolives use either bioluminescent bacteria or fluorescent proteins to generate light for home. The lamp is a wall of glass cells suspended in a freestanding steel frame filled with biological cells. The low-intensity light generator requires no electricity and might be adapted to urban, highway, or household use. What if you're developing artificial tissue and want to do a transplant but don't know what tissue is the artificial tissue and what is the patient one? Or what if you want to analyze circadian rhythms at the level of individual cells and in living plants? Well, use EOS Fluorescent protein and CaMPARI-like methodology of insertion. Researchers from the Riken Center for Developmental Biology use a fluorescent protein to highlight the area of artificial skin. With this new technique, they successfully grew skin that replicated the function of normal tissue, and in the future, they could see the tissues in organs and even make organs that glow to distinguish what is grown in the lab. To see the circadian rhythms in plants, the book called Plant Circadian Networks shows how they make plants express GFP, and whenever the fluorescence was quenched, they measure circadian rhythms at different conditions. This could be applied in humans in the future to see real-time circadian rhythms. Now, the question most of us are patiently waiting to find the answer to: how are we going to see aliens in space? Well, NASA surprised us again, and this time they created the chemical laptop that uses fluorescent protein to detect for extraterrestrial life in Mars, although it hasn't been tested yet. The chemical laptop is being developed by researchers at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. The small portable laboratory could be used in the search for signs of life on other planets. It detects amino acids and fatty acids, which are the telltale signs of life, and the fluorescent dye can attach itself to either amino or fatty acid. I am glad some of your questions about future in EOS fluorescent proteins and CaMPARI were answered. These are just few examples of how this tool can be used. More ideas in research emerge every day. You are all future scientists, and who knows, you might create the next successful invention using EOS fluorescent proteins and CaMPARI.
Created using potein.